This is this is crazy. This is like th- this is like the fourth time I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's something wrong with me. I'm tired, okay? Don't judge me. I mean, there's no one to judge me. There's no one on right now, but still, if people watch this after it's like live, then like don't judge me, I guess. I don't really know. Also, ignore the background noises. That's like my family. And that's going to be a common thing for some of these lives, maybe. If I do more lives later in the future, I might not. But yeah, here's me talking to nobody, talking to me, talking to you. That's right. This is live. If you couldn't tell. Um, this might be kind of a boring live, mostly because this is just me talking. This is mostly the live. It's just me talking about stuff. And that's it. I like all right. So this is like the fourth time I'm doing a live again. And last time I clicked on Made for Kids for some reason because like I kind of don't know who my audience is even though my target audience is like teens. So I just redid it and clicked on no, not Made for Kids. I don't know if like any of my target audience will show up or not, but like maybe I don't know how this YouTube stuff works. Mostly because like I couldn't really do YouTube for so long. I had to like drop everything I was doing on my YouTube channel. Like, all right, so I'm working on a bunch of videos right now, and that's because my life, surprisingly, yes, I have a life. I know, what a shocker. My life started to like get a little bit complicated at some point, and like I had to drop everything I was doing on my YouTube channel, and I had to be like, okay, I gotta focus on this, I gotta focus on that, and then it just became really overwhelming. So I had to like drop everything. Hello, hello there. And I'm so sorry. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. I am so sorry. Hello. Hi. I just had like 33 views according to this, and now I have like 19, which I don't really care. I don't really expect this to get like really popular, but yeah. Hello. This is the Yapping stream. Basically, is very. This is pretty simple. This is me, like, um. So this is me, just kind of talking about random stuff. People can ask me questions if they want, or just bring up a topic for me to talk about, or something like that. And that's mostly it. It's just me talking about things. I'm just talking about stuff. That's mostly it. And people can listen to me if they want or ask me questions. I don't really care. And that's mostly it. This is my first time doing a live. And this might be a really weird live because, like I said, this is my first time. But I hope it goes good. I guess. I don't know. But where was I? Okay. That's really sweet. I didn't expect to see a comment like that. What the heck? That touched my heart. Oh, wow. All right. I don't know how to respond to that. That is really sweet. I have never gotten a comment like that before. Whew. All right. So, what was I talking about before I got very sidetracked? Oh, yeah, right. The YouTube channel. So, I wasn't able to post a bunch of videos because I got very busy with my personal life, and now I'm not because woo, it's summer. Woo, woohoo, yay! It's hotter now. I love that. And since it's summer, I'm like, you know what? I could, I could literally make my content again, and now I am. But I have a bunch of videos, and I am very slow at making videos, mostly because, well, you know, my life doesn't circle around YouTube. Because, okay, so the plan for my YouTube channel is that my YouTube channel was made just to make stuff for fun. I'm just making things I like, and that's it. But I want my content to be for everyone. And that's why I have a lot of multiple things. Like, I just want to share interests I like, what I do. Like, that's why, dang it. Like, that's why I want my content to mostly be focused on things like games, shows, movies, etc. And also because I'm like a huge nerd and I geek out very easily for multiple things. Because, I do that. Like, for example, my latest video I posted is a gameplay video of me playing a Roblox game called Slendy Tubbies vs. Redux. I actually played that game before, and I decide it would be really cool if I decide to record my reaction on playing the game. And, like, thank you for someone who said W video. Thank you. Very kind. And, like, I don't know. So, uh, all right. We have our first question. All right. So, what is your favorite thing to watch or play? All right. That has to be very hard because I like a lot of games and a lot of things I watch. Ooh. Like, my perspective on things change a lot. So, a game I really like to play is the Roblox game Nullscape, and it's like a really fun game. And I'm still learning the basics of it, but it's like really fun to play. And my favorite thing to watch, I mostly, I mean, two things. One isn't really a thing that's my favorite to watch. It's just a thing that I did recently. But my favorite show, like so far, is The Amazing Digital Circus. And I'm actually planning on to make a lot of Digital Circus content. Like there's so much like animations and stuff that's like being worked on for The Amazing Digital Circus. It's crazy like how much I'm doing. But yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus has to be my favorite thing right now that I'm watching, and I'm waiting for Friday for episode 9 to come out. I already watched like some clips of it because thank you, YouTube, for recommending me stuff that I can't resist. You are so awesome. And like, yeah, I watched a couple of clips. Yeah. Uh I know it's very sad. I'm gonna like die. um And recently, I actually watched the new released Among Us TV show. I watched it because I got very curious because everyone was like, dude, no probs. This is like really good. This is a good show. You should watch it. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll watch it. I watched the thing. And turns out the show was surprisingly pretty good. Very surprisingly. I didn't expect it to be that good and pretty gory. I literally did not expect that. But I'm glad I watched it. and like I'm just really glad I watched it. Ooh, add a Q&A sticker. Your favorite gaming snack or drink? That's a weird. Okay, I don't understand that. I'm new to this thing. Anyways, all right. So since I was talking about like my YouTube channel, I guess I'll talk about what I've been working on behind the scenes since I've been working on a lot of things, and I haven't really talked about them mostly because no one really checks my YouTube channel like at all because my YouTube channel is like very small. I don't have like a bunch of subscribers and stuff, which I am completely fine with, honestly. I don't really care for popularity. I like that my channel's small, but I kind of wish people like looked at my stuff a little bit, but like it's fine. Like I don't really care, honestly. But I guess I will talk about some of the videos and other stuff I've been working on behind the scenes. So, a video that hold on. All right, let me read this comment real quick. I'll probably never fully become what I wanted to be when I grow up, but that's probably because I want to be a ninja princess. But you can. I want to be a ninja princess too. All right, that ninja princess. That just kind of reminds me of Fiona from Shrek. Honestly, I don't know why, but sorry, I get easily sidetracked on certain things. So expect me to kind of forget what I was talking about from time to time. But like the projects, right? So one project that is already out, but still a work in progress, is a project called The Sky Looks Back. The Sky Looks Back is supposed to be like a Roblox ARG horror project. And like, there's only like, okay, so it's not on my YouTube channel, it's on a separate YouTube channel. Because I made a separate YouTube channel for the ARG. And there is an entire playlist you could watch, but the blah, sorry. The playlist is still under construction because like there's only two videos on that playlist because there's only two videos on like the other channel. I'm still working on the other videos, but the thing is that I can't talk about much about The Sky Looks Back because I have to keep okay. So there isn't really a story yet. It's kind of setting up for the story for the project, and there is planned to be 12 or more videos for the project telling the story. And it's taking forever to finish anything at all. Ignore the screaming. That's my family. They do that. Anyways, yeah, but like it's taking forever, and I don't like that it's taking forever. But like I like that it's taking forever a little bit because like it shows that I am taking my time to make sure things are mwah, perfecto. But a little bit of a content warning. I can't talk about the story for The Sky Looks Back since it is not done like at all. There's only like two videos. But content warning, the story will be very dark. The story's already been planned out, the story's already set. I already have what I want for the story to be. I just need to make the videos. That's it. And like content warning, again, I also repeat myself a lot, so sorry for that as well if that gets pretty annoying. Um it's a very dark story and will contain like stuff that most people are not comfortable with. and I just want to give that a warning. But also, I am planning on to make a trailer, like a trailer type video for The Sky Looks Back to post on this channel. And I want to make it whenever not all, whenever five videos come out already. Like, I want five videos to come out first before making the channel because I think it would be kind of pathetic to make the trailer with only two videos out. So, and the trailer will also give out a content warning if you are planning on to watch the the channel. If you're planning on to watch the ARG, and yeah, that's mostly it about that project. What is another project I can talk about? I have like a bunch of projects I'm working on. All right, I got it. So, well, let me put on some. I completely forgot to put on music, like lo-fi music. I don't know if that's like too loud or not, or it can even be heard, but I hope it can. Anyways, okay, so there's another project I am working on called Grumpo's Grub and Go. This project is meant to be a comic or graphic novel series, and the original plan was to post it on Webtoon, but I don't know if I should do that because all I know is that I want to make a comic series. Now, I can actually explain the plot for this series because the series is not meant to be taken seriously. It's made as a joke. It's literally a joke series. All right, so the plot for Grumpo's Grub and Go is that it follows a bunch of aliens that are in space that work at a space themed fast food restaurant. I know, beautiful. And the story is that the aliens are sent down by their boss to go to Earth to collect resources for food. They mostly collect cows. Now, the collecting cows part is actually inspired by like how people illustrate aliens collecting cows for some reason. So whenever I saw that, I thought it would be really funny to make an entire joke story about that. And it is funny. You can't tell me otherwise. It's really funny. But like there is more to the story. Like the alien workers are like really bored of like collecting cows. Like they're like, ah, man, this sucks, man. I'm Peter Griffin, by the way. Nice to meet you. And and like it's simple. It's a simple story. And instead of like getting cows, they like, hey, what if we find something else that tastes better to make food? Guys, what if humans was on the menu? That's right, humans. I know. You are going to expect my stories to be dark for no reason. So expect that. But like there is more conflict, like a competing restaurant, like getting the same idea and it's totally not inspired by like Mr. Krabs and Plankton from SpongeBob. Like, pfft, why would I do that? But the story is pretty simple and it's still a work in progress because like it's still at the concept stage where I have the story set, but it's still at the concept stage. Like for the characters, what I want the art style to look like, what I want, like how everything's structured, etc., etc. Now, a little fun fact. Dang, that was a huge force quack. Oh, hold up. I didn't see. I'm so sorry. I didn't see your comic. I mean, I didn't see any of y'all's comments. Would cannibalism be kicked out if we could eat humans? What? What do you mean? I don't understand that, like, honestly. And then the second comic, not comic, comics. Okay. Have you watched Sling Tubby's analog horror VHS made by Sound? Yes, I have. I have watched the analog horror series by Sournail. I love his content so much. And that's kind of what inspired a little bit of the editing in my Slinky Tubbies video. Alright, so cannibalism is legal because humans eat each other. Humans. That's what cannibalism is. So would it be kicked out if we could eat humans? Um. Well, yeah, I do know that cannibalism is eating your same kind. And are you like a cannibal or something? Like, I'm so confused by the question. I'm just like, wait, I'm so confused. Like, this question's confusing me so much because I don't know how to respond to such a question. Because I've never expected a question about cannibalism on this thing, like, at all. I'm so confused. Like, I don't know how to respond to that, honestly, because I've never expected getting a question like that, and plus, I don't really understand the question. I'm kind of slow, so like, oh, okay. I am so sorry. It took me forever to understand, but in my opinion, don't don't eat humans. Just don't do it. It's bad and kind of messed up. Not kinda, very much, 100% messed up. So don't eat humans. That is my word of advice for today. I know I am very smart. Word of advice: cannibalism is bad. Eating humans equals no, no. Don't do that. That's bad. Even if they took out beef. All right. Um, I'm gonna continue talking about. I know I am so smart. Thank you for the absurd question. Um. Anyways, oh yeah, what I was talking about. So the inspiration for the Grumpo's Grub and Go comic is multiple things. The first one is just the concept of aliens abducting cows. I thought of this in the middle of class one day, and I was literally drawing a UFO abducting a cow, and then I started wondering to myself, why in the world do why do they do that? Why are aliens predicted? I don't believe in aliens, but why are like aliens predicted in taking cows? And then I randomly thought it would be really funny. Oh, because they have a fast food restaurant. That's why. Duh. Ugh. And like after that joke I made to myself, I just thought this could actually work as a series. So I'm making it into a comic series. And like I said, it's still in the concept phase. The only thing that's like a concept phase is the character designs and the characters in general. Those are the only things I'm trying to work out on. But another thing that inspired me to make the series was the Amazing Digital Circus, specifically the fast food episode, and it inspired me to like build on that concept because I thought it would be. I just thought this would be really funny. That's it. I just thought this would be a really funny comic. Like it's not meant to be taken seriously. Everything's like a joke in the comic. Like that's it. That's honestly it. It's meant to just be a joke. It's a joke series. Another thing that inspired me to make the comic was um Rabbids, if you know what that is, like Rabbids, specifically the animated series of Rabbids that aired on Nickelodeon. I used to watch that a lot as a kid. Apparently, I got a heart for that, and and I still love the show. I Okay, I'm gonna go off topic. So, if you ever asked me if I chose between the rabbits or the minions, since they're both kind of the same, I would choose the rabbits. Mostly because the rabbits are like more bigger. Like they're bigger in my life. Like they mean more to me because like I think they're sillier. They go blah. They're rabbits. There's some weird alien species. I like them. Okay. You're my best friend now. You're my best friend now. We're having soft tacos later. I would love to have a soft taco. I'm honestly hungry. I need to speak slower. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what Grumpo's Grub and Go is. It's just a simple joke project that I'm working on just for fun. It's not really made to be a horror series like the rest of my series. It's mostly made as a joke, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. Alright, so another thing I want to work on is a video game. I want to work on multiple video games actually. And that's my little brother. He's playing VR. I don't know what he's playing. He's playing something though. But like yeah, ignore him. So so like another project that I want to be a video game is called I'd Kill for You. I'd Kill for You will be a dating simulator and an RPG. And it's meant to be a dark series where it's mostly inspired by dating simulators like Doki Doki Literature Club and Date Everything. Oh, and also that one monster dating simulator. And at some point, what? You sound so serious. What? Now I know that sounds bad, like, but like, it's more leaning towards like an RPG. It's not fully a dating simulator. You're not really like dating the person. So the game's quite simple. The idea of the game's quite simple. In the game, you're tasked to um trick people into falling in love with you, like evil bad people, according to what you learn, quote unquote. And your job is to kill them, you know, because in the game you're gonna play as a robot. Is it like an AI? Um, no. If you're referring to like the characters that are dateable, in the story they're like meant to be like different kinds of people. But the player you're playing as, like the character you're gonna play as, is kind of an AI since your character is a robot. Your character is meant to be a robot, and the game's mostly made to teach like a little lesson about love. Like it touches on different romantic type topics, like how a relationship should be handled. What's the difference between loving someone or just using someone? Like how does getting heartbroken affect someone's life, etc., etc. It touches on different topics. So each character that is like a dateable option, quote unquote dateable, has like a different reason for their motives, and you have to like learn more about them. You're welcome for something I did. I did something. You're welcome, by the way. Like you, and things that I'm kind of scared of making the game because like the game has some pretty like the game the game has some like pretty deep topics in it because like there is some deep topics when it comes to like love in like society nowadays. And like it's gonna have some like adult related topics, and that's why I'm scared of making the game because I don't want people to think of, oh, this game's really inappropriate and stuff like that. Not like no, I mean yeah, there would be some like serious topics since love is pretty serious if you think about it, and it's just made to teach a lesson, and it's like an art form, like it's like that's mostly the game, and I mostly want to lean into the RPG things. All right, hold up. I just thought about this. So, a fun fact about the game is I'm pretty sure you guys know creepy pastas, right? Like creepy pastas like Jeff the Killer, Slender Man, Smile Dog, etc., etc. Um, Originally, the project was going to be fully a dating sim for creepy pastas, and it was meant to be a joke project. Like, there would be certain characters that would be dateable. Not all characters would obviously be dateable. Like, for example, Smile Dog. You can't date him. I mean, he's just kind of there because you know it's Smile Dog, and he just kind of chills there. He just kind of stares at you. I don't know. It was meant to be like a joke sim. Like some of the characters I thought that you could like have a dating character as an option would be Slenderman, Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack, etc. And then certain characters you could like talk to. Which Smile Dog was gonna like take a more serious role. Like originally, I thought it would be really funny if he just had a British voice for no reason, and then he teaches you a life lesson, and then you're like, "Wow, thanks, Smile Dog." And it's actually inspired by a actual game that Namco, the same creators of Pac-Man and some other characters made, where Pac-Man was like an elderly type, and he just kind of like taught you a lesson and talked to you like a serious person. And I was like, that's funny. I like that my favorite retro game character is just talking to me about how love works. Thank you, Pac-Man. You're awesome. And that's mostly it for I'd Kill for You. I'm actually really glad of how I'd Kill for You's going. The game isn't being made like at all yet. Hello, Governor. Like the game at all isn't even being made yet, mostly because I don't know how to code or make games at all. I know how to draw and animate a little bit, but I don't know how to code, and I need people to help me with that. Speaking of help, all right. So who knows Friday Night Funkin', the hit, silly, goofy rhythm game about blue-haired man and red-dressed girl fighting purple guy. It it seems like you, the person who likes dark love stories, dark humor, and horror films. Yes, I do. I love things like that. Like I just love stories, but I especially love stories that are just randomly dark for no reason. My favorite type of love stories are anime because some animes have such the stupidest and random plot, like at all. Like it makes no sense. Like what is this plot? Like Sanda. Sanda's like an anime. Twin, where have you been? I've been I don't know. I've been somewhere. Like Santa. So Santa's an anime created by the same creator of another anime called Beast Stars, or like the same manga and stuff. And Santa is a anime about a boy who has like the ability to turn into a jacked version of Santa Claus if he gets in contact with anything the color of red. What is this plot? It isn't even the craziest plot if you think about it. Like, there's more animes with like the craziest wild plots that I've never watched before. Mostly because I care for my sanity and I refuse to watch certain animes. But like, it's still crazy to me that certain animes could have weird plots. But I mostly like watching romance animes, and I got into romance animes and anime in general thanks to my cousin. She recently graduated. Congratulations, cousin. And she actually introduced me to an anime that I completely forgot the name of. All I know is that it has the word kiss in the name, and it's about this girl who gets kicked out by her own father, and she's like, and then she just meets this random man who kind of kisses her on the top of her head with no explanation. And he does this because doing that apparently gives her the ability to see this weird spiritual like character that's like this weird fox man. Now I think about it, what is this? And he's like her protector and stuff like that, and he can disguise as a human as well, and etc. etc. Like, anime confuses me sometimes. I love anime, but sometimes it can get out of hand. Now, dark humor, I love dark humor. Like, if you think, now I think about it, most of the things I write have dark humor in it. Like, I don't like to call this a project because it's mostly made as like a joke. It's called Garfnarf. Garfnarf is the project. Garfnarf is a rip-off version of Garfield made as a joke, and I saw him in a dream once. It follows the story of Garfnarf, a sentient cat plushie that was made to be trained as like a cat. It was made it was made for people to use to train themselves into taking care of an animal. That's what Garfnarf is. And then we got the lovable dog. I don't know his name yet. Okay. If you were in 2022, by the way, and people are screaming in "It's the end of the world," what would you do? I um I think I would like also panic because like I love life. Life kind of hates me, but like I love life. I hug life. Me and life, I think, are best friends. But like life likes to distance themselves from me, and then I'm like, life, come on, can we be friends? And then they're like, no, I hate you. Why do you hate me? No, 2012. 2012. Oh, okay. How old was I in 2012? I was like really young as a. I was like, okay, so I would be an infant or like a toddler. So I feel like my honest reaction would be no one would really tell me, and I would be like, Mom, Mom, what's going on? Mom, please stop. What happened to the Justin Bieber music? I thought we were listening to Baby by Justin Bieber. What are you doing? Mom. And then, like, because, like, I was like a little kid back then. Like, I was like, I feel like I would be very confused to what's going on. So I feel like I would react like that, honestly. Just be very confused. Like, bruh, come on, Mom. Let's watch SpongeBob. Like, I don't know. But, like, oh yeah, Garfnarf. So Garfnarf is like a bootleg Garfield that's like a plushie that was made to like be a toy that is made for like kids. Where the toy is, it's a training toy. It's like a Tamagotchi, but like it's a plushie. And that's it. That's Garfnarf. And then we got the dog that's green. I don't know his name yet. I'm still deciding on the names. And then Jack Black's there. Yes, Jack Black replaces John from Garfield. He's there. And I'm not gonna say much about Garfnarf because that video is also a work in progress, and I want people to just kind of be very confused and very absurd by the video. Oh, if every person who has ever looked at you is carrying a version of you in their head, how many of them are still alive? I'm getting the most crazy dark questions ever, which I am loving. I never got any of these. I'm so glad I'm getting these questions. These are so absurd questions because I just expected basic questions like, "What's your favorite food? What's your favorite dessert? What's your favorite show?" and stuff like that. No, I'm getting, hey, if like people you know, if people look at you and are carrying a dismembered head, that is you. How many of them are still alive? Yes, I do expect you to answer this question and know how to answer it. The jokes aside, um, how many of them are still alive? If you had YouTube video, what are without it? If you have YouTube video, what are without it? It it if you have YouTube video, what are without it? Huh. I don't know how to respond. I don't know how to respond to any of these, but I love the questions. I'm gonna try my best to guess and respond to what I'm thinking you guys are questioning. So, if every person who has ever looked at you is carrying a version of you in their head, which head? How many of them are still alive? I think I get the question. How many? Okay, so a version of me in someone's head. How many of them are still alive in their head? Ooh, I think like a couple. I don't really know, honestly. And then the second one, if you have YouTube video, what are without it? If you have YouTube video, what are without it? Hmm. Are you trying to? Okay. All right. I'm so sorry if this is so rude. I'm not trying to be rude, like at all. Uh, if you have YouTube video, what are without it? If so, are you like asking if I didn't have a YouTube channel, what would you do without one? Is that what you're asking? Like, I think that's what you're asking. And I'm gonna answer it just in case if you are asking that. I don't know. That's great. I love that. Um, I'm still gonna answer the question, or at least try my best to. So, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I think I would just kind of be drawing and posting stuff on my Ibis Paint account. I don't really have an Ibis Paint account anymore, but yeah. All right, we got another question. When you're alone in your house at night, how do you know the footsteps you hear upstairs are yours from tomorrow? I don't have to worry about that because I don't have stairs. Joke's on you. I have no stairs in my house. My house is stairless. And all right, let me think about this. If I did have stairs, which I don't, but if I did have stairs in the house I live in, sorry. When you're alone in your house at night, how do you know the footsteps you hear upstairs are yours from tomorrow? Um, Easy. Walk up there. That's right, I am lucky. I am so sorry if you have stairs. Okay, so my grandparents, geez, voice crack. My grandparents like, my dang it. Okay, my grandparents like live so far away from us that we have to like drive like hours and hours to get to them. And then an old house that they used to live at used to have stairs, like carpeted stairs. And I used to, as a little kid, I used to like slide down them. And I got badly injured, but I didn't really care. I thought it was fun. So I just did it, and I was like, "Wee! This is so much fun! By the way, this is me young. This is so fun! Yay!" Like, I don't know. Uh, it's crazy. I mean, I feel like every kid at some point had to like slide down the stairs. I feel like it was a common thing. Like it's nothing big. What? All right, let me think about another thing I could talk about. Huh. I still do that, but I have wooden stairs. Ouch. Ooh, wooden stairs. Oh, I don't know. Wooden stairs hurt more, in my honest opinion, because like they're wood, and I feel like the carpets like help prevent you from getting seriously hurt. Okay, hello, welcome back again. All right, if you buy a dog but it talks to you, would you is your plan? Would you is your plan? What is your plan? If okay, I if I ever got a talking dog, which honestly, we do have dogs in our house, but like the kind I'm not really a huge dog person, nor I love animals. Like I am very empathetic towards animals, and I just love animals. But would I ever have an animal if I lived by myself someday? Probably not. I like animals, but I don't think I would be really good at taking care of them. So, but if I ever did get like a talking dog, I would be a little bit freaked out, but I would get used to it, I guess. But it's smiling at you. I wouldn't really mind it because dogs normally smile. Like dogs do have the ability to smile, and I'm used to dogs smiling at me. All right, another question. Have you ever wondered whether the face in the mirror moves a fraction of of a second after you do, and you've never been fast enough to notice, or if it's just not you? What if it is Jimmy? Honestly, I don't know what Jimmy's doing in my mirror, man. You got to get out of there, dude. Like, what are you doing in there? Like, what are you doing in there, Jimmy? Jimmy, you scandal, you scallywag, you little devious thing. Gotta get out of there, man. I don't. Um, I never wondered that. I am getting so much absurd questions. I love it. Um, no, I've actually never wondered that at all. Mostly because even though I love horror and stuff, I don't believe in like ghosts, monsters, stuff like that. I don't believe in stuff like that, but I am fascinated with the concept of it. Like, I don't know. I just like the concept of it. All right, so horror movies. Do you believe in paranormal activities? No, I do not believe in paranormal activities. I do not believe in ghosts or anything like that. But I like the concept of ghosts and paranormal stuff. I like the concept of it. I think it's really cool. And I actually have a couple of friends that believe in ghosts. And one of my friends, their parents are like ghost hunters. And they go to like abandoned buildings and stuff like that. And like it's really cool, but I personally don't believe in ghosts, but I don't judge anyone of what they believe or what they like. I just don't judge anyone for anything. Like, if you believe in ghosts, then that's awesome. I will be like, that is really cool. I hope you find something someday to knock the socks off of me. I hope you prove me wrong someday, or at least try to prove me wrong someday. I would love that. Prove me wrong. And, like, what is the difference between cat and dog? Okay, that is very easy if you think about it, but it's like really hard to explain. A cat is like obviously smaller, and cats have like they're made to be like okay differences. Cats, okay, no, that's something that both cats and dogs have something similar to. Cats, I feel like are more reflex based, like with with like For cats, I feel like they're more like they have more reflexes. Both dogs and cats can be the same amount of being so annoying, but I feel like a cat would be more annoying because the cat has the ability to climb on like countertops and stuff like that. Like that's what a cat does. A cat does that. Sometimes I've seen videos of dogs doing that, and then the person that's like recording the video claims that, oh, the dog was like raised by cats. I've seen videos like that. It's weird and crazy. But there is a bunch of differences with cats and dogs. Like I feel like cats are more like they're more agile and more flexible, and they could like fit in anything. Like they could just kind of like slip in anything. They could just slip in tight spaces, basically. All right. Ooh, another question. If you woke up tomorrow and everyone remembered you except you, how would you prove you're the real one? So, if I think what you're trying to ask, you kind of worded it weirdly, which is okay. But I think what you're trying to ask is if I woke up tomorrow and like a double ganger question mark like a double ganger like a clone of me that's like the fake me. Since you said how would you prove you're the real one, I feel like I would do things that are unique to me. Like I have ADHD and anxiety. And a thing I do to distract myself is I have a pencil that I use. I use a pencil and I flick it around to distract myself and to do something for a little bit. Like, wait, don't be sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. It's fine. It's completely fine. You did nothing wrong. But like, I flick my pencil around stuff. I don't really know if that'll prove that much since it's a simple thing and most people commonly do that. But I feel like it's like very unique to me. And maybe I would say like some personal stuff that I'm not gonna say on live, obviously, because it'll go online. But like, yeah, I would maybe say some personal stuff to whoever has to deal with this double ganger clone version of me. Now I think about it, one of my favorite things is that if there's like a quote unquote clone of someone or like someone disguising as someone, like I like when someone disguises as someone and they're whenever they look like someone, it's not perfect. Like there is some flaws for how do they look? I love that concept. Like for example, with cartoons, whenever there's like a clone of someone, like for example, the main character like has these like little eye shines in their eyes, like little shiny glowing parts in their eyes, and then the clone does it, and it's just like flat colors in their eyes. I think that's like such a cool idea. I don't know why, I just really like that. Ooh, another question. All right. Why do we assume the thing pretending to be human is pretending to be someone else? I think it's because like that's actually a really cool concept idea. Like you see like we're actually focusing on like someone else and then they meet like a double ganger and then like there's like a plot twist where they realize they're the double ganger. I feel like that's been done before. I think it has been done before. Like yeah, it definitely has been done before. I remember that Marvel for Spider-Man actually did something like this, if I could recall. But I'll talk about that later. I'm gonna answer this question. Um, I think like story mm, story wise, I am like I do write stuff, and I feel like wise, the main character that we would focus on that's like the actual clone or like someone that believes he's a clone, he would not want to think about the idea of his life being a lie and that he has been like accidentally taking like he's been like he doesn't want to think about the idea of him being a clone and he's like the faker. It's kind of like Metal Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog where he's like a robot that's built to look like Sonic and he like believes he's Sonic. And like the comics, like the official Sonic comics are actually pretty sad if you think about it. Like with Metal Sonic, fun fact, Metal Sonic is one of my favorite Sonic characters. I don't know why. I just think he's really cool and I love his story. Like there's like this metal virus that goes around. Like there's a virus that Eggman made that like makes people all metal and stuff. And Metal Sonic wanted was so desperate to prove that he's like a living being that he was risking to affect himself with the virus, but it did nothing to him. And it's so sad. I love Metal so much. He just needs a big hug. He needs a big hug. All right. All right. Two questions I forgot. Do you believe in a fish that can take you to the back rooms? Are you talking about Charles? I hate that guy. He took my money, my friends, my family. He ruined my life. He Charles sucks. I hate Charles. Charles sucks. He definitely does not have the ability to do such a thing. Okay, the next question. If your thoughts aren't spoken out loud, how do you know they're yours? I don't know, honestly. I would actually be afraid if people heard my thoughts. Cause like if you heard like a little buzzing noise, that was like a thing. Which speaking of which, I should put on do not disturb. I completely forgot about that. All right, it's on. Anyways, my thoughts. I I think about a lot of things because like I have anxiety and I overwhelm so easily with like certain thoughts, and it's crazy. Like it's crazy. It's weird. Like I don't know. That is weird. I never thought about that. Wait, let me read this. If your thoughts aren't spoken out loud, how do you know they're yours? I think it has to be like certain things. Why am I talking? No one's on this live, but I'm still gonna say it like just in case, and then I'll say it if they come back. But like if your thoughts aren't spoken out loud, oh, never mind. My life is lying to me. It says that there's 0 people on the live. Never mind. Now it says there's one. Uh, all right. I think it kind of glitches or something like that. I don't know, but all right. So the my answer for the question, um, if your thoughts aren't spoken out loud, how do you know they're yours? I think specific things had to be said, like specific things I would worry about, or maybe if my thoughts or like if certain people I knew were spoken in like those thoughts, I would know like what my thoughts are because I would know these specific people. I would know how I think they think about me and how would I worry and stuff, etc., stuff like that. Oh yeah, the back rooms. So speaking of the back rooms, the back rooms movie, the back rooms movie. I actually didn't watch it yet, but I really want to. My my friends like talk about. No wait, not no no no. One of my friends actually watched the movie. Oh, I have a new subscriber. Aw, you're so sweet. That's really sweet. You didn't have to do that. Um, oh yeah, right, the Backrooms. So my friend recently watched the Backrooms movie, and he's a little bit bummed that I can't watch it, but I want to watch it someday. Originally, I was gonna watch another movie that's getting really popular called Obsession, but I actually watched clips of that, and it looks terrifying. It made me feel uncomfortable, and I'm like, this movie actually succeeds at being a horror movie, and I love when a movie is really good at like actually making someone feel uncomfortable during a movie. Movies I've watched so far hasn't really they haven't really made me uncomfortable. Like they didn't make me uncomfortable at all. Maybe like a little bit scared, maybe, but like not really uncomfortable. Like, there was a movie that I watched once that my parents were like, "Hey, you need to watch this movie. This movie was terrifying whenever we were teenagers." And then I was like, "All right, fine, I'll watch it with you guys." And my mom and dad watched it, and I kind of didn't really like the movie. Um, it I kind of didn't. It wasn't. It's not really my favorite. I thought it was kind of silly, because most movies back in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, whatever, like just somewhere during that time, weren't really that scary. They were kind of silly, honestly, and I love it. I love it was my favorite kind of horror movies are just ones that are silly and stupid. Like there's a okay, what's a horror movie I watched recently? Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is so stupid. It is so dumb, honestly. Oh my god, just thinking about it is so stupid. The movie's about a murderous sloth, a harmless animal that's that's commonly referred to being a slow creature and kind of being a lazy creature. It's a killer, and it killed like a bunch of people in like this mansion thing. And it's so stupid. I'm not gonna explain the movie much because I don't want to spoil it. But it's so dumb, and it's so stupid. Like, it's a low budget movie, obviously, and you can actually watch it on Disney Plus or Hulu. You can watch it on either of those sites, like Disney Plus or Hulu. You can watch it on any of those. Another movie that I watched that I thought was kind of good, but I didn't really like it. I thought it was okay. Was my brother keeps on bothering me with the yelling. A movie that I thought was okay. Like I liked a little bit of it, but there was like some questions I had. It was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I hate it. I don't know what to think about that movie. I like the idea, I guess. Like it's clowns from space, I guess. But like the way they handled it was kind of dumb. I didn't really like some of the decisions that they made. Like, what the heck, man? Speaking of horror movies, does anyone okay, so I'm gonna bring back the topic of Friday Night Funkin'. I don't know if anyone's watching this live much, because my human collection count is not working properly, apparently. But does anyone know what Friday Night Funkin' is? It's like a rhythm game that involves like arrows, and it's pretty popular. It mostly got popular with like different mods and stuff. I feel like people should know that because it's like widely popular. Like it's really popular. But all right. So at some point I wanted to make my own FNF mod, and it was gonna be called Funkin' Till Daylight. The name is a reference to another video game called Dead by Daylight. And the mod was going to be pretty simple. where the mod was going to be about it was mostly going to focus on horror movie characters, like any like popular horror movie characters or just characters I enjoy and stuff like that. It was going to focus on that. Originally, there was planned to be a story for the mod, but I decided not to because I thought it would be better to like not make a story for the mod. Like, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea, but like it's canceled, and I'm not making the mod. But I do have some art that I saved for the mod, and I'm keeping that art because I'm planning on to actually make a video about me discussing about the mod, and maybe someday in the future it will like maybe someday I'll get back on working on it if I actually have people to help me with the game, like more artists, more like coders and stuff like that, or just and also I would maybe work on it if I like fully know how to make an FNF mod because I'm still learning how to make games. I want to make games on Roblox, maybe make an FNF mod and like make an actual game that isn't like on a certain platform or based around something. Because I have like so many game ideas, but some of my game ideas are like so unoriginal a little bit. Like as in they're unoriginal, like as in they're not focused on like original characters. They're focused on like already existing characters, like the Friday Night Funkin' mod, for example. It's focused on horror movie characters. Uh, the Another game that I thought of making was a Minecraft mod, where it was basically just going to be a horror mod, where it would have turned Minecraft into a horror game and made all of the mods and all of the other things like creepy. And I wanted survival to be more intense and stuff like that. And I wanted there to be like a hidden story, maybe. I just thought it would be really cool, but I'm not really doing that. Another horror game, horror mod I meant was going to be a. I'm making an animation right now, and I need an idea. An idea. Ooh, an idea. All right. So, can you like? All right. So while I talk, can you please? Okay. So while I just randomly talk about my game ideas, can you please describe a little bit about what your idea with the animation is? Like, if you have any ideas on the animation or how the animation is going so far, etc. Like, what do you think about it? Yeah, and another game I thought of making was a Pokemon horror themed game where it was going to be called Pokemon Blood and Pokemon Soul, or just Pokemon Blood and Soul. The game would have taken a horror, like scary approach to Pokemon, where you're kind of like working as like you're working at this Pokemon themed um pet clinic maybe or like a pet thing, and instead of you catching Pokemon, try to be sorry, I had to clear my throat. Instead of you trying to catch Pokemon to be, like the very best, you're actually catching them to try and make them feel better or figure out what's wrong with them because they're acting wild. And there's different reasons of why they're acting the way they are. Like maybe they could have been abandoned by their owner, or their owner could have recently died. Which the idea of their owner recently dying is that the Pokemon becomes haunted by their original owner and trainer. And I thought that would be such a cool idea. But like I don't know if I should do the idea or not. But I think it's like really cool. And I want to add like certain like creepy pasta related Pokemon characters, but somehow make it feel like they're like in the world of Pokemon, like they aren't like glitches or viruses, like how some creepy pastas are, where like most creepy pastas are focused on a video game character's either an entity like stuck in a video game or possessing a video game, or like there's like some random evil spooky glitch that like is scary and terrifying. Ooga booga. And then like yeah, like I wanted to like for example the red or like no monochrome, that one thing. I forgot what's like actually called, but I know it's like monochrome. I wanted to somehow fit him into like the game somehow. I don't know if I'll make the game because like I'm more focused on more original projects. I'm more focused on more original projects. I think the only project that I'm working on that isn't quite original is the Sky Looks Back, since that's a Roblox ARG and it's Roblox related. But like, there is a reason. There is a huge, fully. There's like a huge reason why there is there's like a big reason why it's Roblox themed out of anything else, like at all. And plus, fun fact, some element, not all elements from the story, which only some, which I'll tell you what those some are. Some elements from like the story is inspired by like my life whenever I was younger, like my obsession with creepy pastas, my obsession with like creepy internet crap, like and etc etc. But like um yeah. Oh, right, the doy, the animation idea. Um, I don't really know. You can animate um whatever you want. I don't really have an idea with your animation. Like, what do you want to animate, or what do you animate? If like, etc. Like, what do you animate, or what do you do? Like, I'm not trying to be rude. Sorry if that came out as rude. That my apologies. Um, horror. Okay, you animate horror. Um, horror. All right. Let me think. I mean, I should have expected that since you're listening to me, and plus you watched my Slendy Tubbies video, etc. But like, um, let me think. You could animate like something. I don't know what's like. Hmm. I'm really bad at this. What is like one of your favorite horror games, movies, shows, etc.? Like, what's one of your favorite things? Like one of your favorite horror related media? Like, yeah. Well, what is it? Like, I'm sorry. Um, cause maybe like you could animate something related with that, maybe, or I don't really know. Oh, I'm bad at this. I feel like I'm coming off as a jerk. I'm not trying to be rude, like at all. I'm sorry if I come out rude. Like I'm not trying to be. But maybe you can do that. Like just animate something related with that. I honestly don't know. Slang Tubbies, I have been making horror for 4. Dang! 4 years? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. So don't do Slang Tubbies then, cause I dang 4 years. That's crazy. I'm impressed. That could never be me. I could never stick to one fandom or one media and make something dedicated. I can't do that. I have to focus on multiple things. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, let's try to spice things up then. You need something new. So I feel like you want something new to animate. It seems like you want something new, something horror. Okay, so something horror related, and you want to animate something new. That's what I'm getting. Let me think. Maybe. All right. So what is okay? I don't know if you're gonna. I don't think you post any of these on YouTube or anything. I don't know. But if you do, I would recommend trying to animate something horror related that is popular at this moment if you want the most views. I'm trying to do that at the moment, but I'm slow at animating because animation takes time, and plus my life is pretty busy. I kind of get busy very often, and that's still like, yeah, you can try to animate something that's like popular if you want, or what I do, because I like to do stuff that I like. I like to make stuff that I'm interested in and enjoy, instead of like just, yeah. Um you can animate like something else you're interested in, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. Hmm. I'm sorry if I'm not really that helpful with this kind of stuff, cuz but it's okay. Thank you, kind human being. Hmm. So, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Never mind. I lost my thought. I lost my thought entirely. Um, a little fun fact about the channel: while I was just gone, I was actually animating. No, not animating. I was actually drawing and designing a Sona for myself, but I decided not to make the Sona. I decided not to make the Sona at all. That's because every time I make a character that represents me, it just becomes his own original character, because I get so fixated on the character to the point where I just start making stories about the character, and I'm like, dang it, I got fixated again. So I just decide not to make a Sona. And I didn't know what to do with my profile picture, since my profile picture was planned to be like a drawing of my Sona. But then, since I don't take my YouTube channel seriously, I thought, how about I show that by making it look crappy as possible? Because I thought that would be really funny, even if people don't click on my channel much because of it. I don't care. It's funny. And that's why my profile picture is one of my favorite Teletubbies. Yes, I have a favorite Teletubby. Don't don't ask why. I just like Poe. Mostly because Poe is the color red. And I like the color red. So that's why my profile picture is Poe smoking a cigarette. Expect my profile picture to change time to time. If you see a profile picture and you see like a character on it, that's mostly, huh? Yeah, after. That's like that's like what? That that's like my favorite character. Like if my profile picture changes to different characters, those are my favorite characters. Like these are characters that I like and enjoy. Like these are characters I can relate to. Poe, I have no relation to, like at all. I just like her, and plus, I think it's funny that she's smoking a cigarette. It's really funny. Um. Ooh, I got an idea. So, hello, my dearest one viewer. If oh Jesus Christ, I'm getting bitten by ants. Why is there an ant in my room? Maybe it's because I was like outside not that long ago. I don't know. All right. So viewers, not many viewers, but viewers. I'm glad that there's some viewers. If Okay, so if you already know about my YouTube channel, never mind, just one viewer again. If you already know about my YouTube channel, um, you would know that I make horror content, or planning to, since, like I said, I am working on a bunch of stuff, and I'm going as quick as I can, but also maintaining my sanity in the meantime. So, what kind of content I right now I make gaming content, little like gaming content, animation content, art content, etc. If you want to see any other form of content, what will it be? If you want, if you want to see a certain form of content from me, what would you like to see? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. It's completely fine. Like, I'm just curious because I want to try and post a little bit more. But like I said, this channel isn't going to be a whole thing. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, Funny Blue Bunny. Hi. Reaction videos. Okay, reaction videos. I can do that at some point. I like reaction videos. I just think some of them, not all of them, some of them feel pretty fake. Some of them feel fake, some of them don't. That's it. Not much. But like I would love to do reaction videos honestly because reaction videos um I think that would be really fun cuz I mean the thing is that this is very off topic, but like like most YouTubers like to show their face and stuff. I do not want to do that, mostly because I feel uncomfortable with the fact that the internet knows my face and identity. And I just like I'm hiding it, obviously. That had nothing to do with what would oh sorry. What jeez, my nose is so itchy. There's not a sneeze, are you kidding me? Anyways, yeah, I would love to do reaction videos at some point. Another thing I would want to do is make little animation skits. I want the animate okay, so if I ever make animation skits, they'll be kind of like that one blue stick figure. I forgot his name. It would be like that one blue stick figure guy, the gambling guy. Oh, dang it! Like that guy, and also another person. I can't believe I watched these content creators and I can't even remember their names. Like, there's another one where she's like her persona is like a cat that wears like a pink dress. I want to make videos like that where it's just like funny little skits. I want to make stuff like that. I think it'll be really funny. But I will make those things at some point. Originally, I was going to make a Poppy Playtime skit of my reaction for the prototype design, which, by the way, some people's. I am so surprised that some people say that they hate how the prototype looks in Poppy Playtime. Like, that's crazy. You can't look at him and tell me he's awesome. Like, I love his design. His design is so sick. I have no complaints with the design. Maybe it's because I'm. Okay, so content that I decide not to make is my content on my opinions on stuff. I decide not to make content like that because I don't really like. I mean, I do it sometimes. Like, I try to be nice as possible for certain things, but I don't like making my own opinion content that much. Originally, I was planning that after all 9 episodes of The Amazing Digital Circus came out, I was planning to make a video about me talking about each episode and my opinions on them. But honestly, I'm a simple person to please. I'm very simple to please. Like I hardly have complaints about anything. I hardly complain about stuff. Honestly. Like for example, the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I watched it, I loved it. My entire family, which by the way, only me, my brother, and my cousin are the only people that had knowledge on FNAF. And the only people that didn't were my mom and dad. And I was scared that they were going to be confused about the movie because FNAF is very infamous for their confusing stories and lore and how they explain stuff. They're just very confusing, which is kind of the reason why I like FNAF. But, like, yeah, it can be confusing sometimes, and it sucks. And I was worried because before I watched the movie, I saw people complaining and saying that the second FNAF movie kind of sucked, including some FNAF fans. And I was getting worried because, like, I was worried that I wasn't gonna like the movie because, but like, I wasn't that worried because it's very rare for me to not like something. Like, I can easily just like get I can easily fall in love with like something and just love it for its story. But it's very rare for me to like hate on something because I'm not a hateful person. I can't like say that something's really bad even if it is. Like I can be brutally honest with certain things. Certain things, not all things, but certain things. And like I don't think I could be that type of YouTuber that could make like honest opinion videos. But like that was very off topic. I am my apologies. Um so okay, that's okay, this is rude of me. I didn't even ask this. So right now, where I'm at, it's like morning. It's like 11 o'clock. So I don't know if everyone here, aka the only two people here, um, I don't know if I don't know any of your times, but I'm just gonna say, how is your morning or night going? How's your morning or night going, or just morning or just night? I don't know. But how is everyone's day going so far? If anyone would like to tell me, you don't have to. I don't really mind. That is good. That is great. I am glad I can do that. Hmm. All right. So, a fun fact about my channel is that originally I was gonna make a lot of Forsaken content. 10 for me, but it's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So my channel actually used to be focused on Forsaken content, but I decided not to focus on Forsaken for my channel anymore because of like okay, so like whenever you're in like a fan base and you love it, but like people kind of ruin it for you and sometimes the creators of something kind of ruin it for you. Yeah, that kind of happened to me with Forsaken. And like I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of Forsaken anymore. It just kind of I don't know. People just kind of ruined it for me, which sucks. I hate when someone ruins something that you love. Like for example, okay, so the Mystical Circus had so much controversy to the point where people were so toxic, and that almost got me to not love the Mystical Circus. But if you know me, it's so hard for me to walk out on something. Like Forsaken took me forever to walk out on because like I was so dedicated and then finally something happened and then I'm like, okay, I can't take this anymore. I can't take Forsaken. So my recommendation is that if you love something, if you love a certain media, like something like that, two things. Don't interact with the fandom much. It's okay to interact with it a little bit. Just make sure you're on the positive side of the fandom. Like for me, I avoid the fandoms. The only fandom I'm actually fully 100% in is Five Nights at Freddy's because I have never had any complaints or had any like there hasn't been anything wrong. There hasn't been anything wrong with the side of the fandom I'm in with Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm very proud. Five Nights at Freddy's is very special to me. It's very special to me because it's like the first ever thing that got me into horror and just made me the person I am today. So FNAF is really special to me. Even though I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, FNAF is really, really important to me. Like it's very important. I make fun of it sometimes and stuff like that. I treat it like it's my best friend because FNAF is basically my best friend at this point. But like, yeah. All right. Someone in the comments said, did anyone remember the fan stories of Slaney Tubbies? I don't. I think what you're talking about is those like weird like animation stories of like. I remember one animation that I watched whenever I was younger, and then I was like, this is silly. Where it was like Poe gets jealous because Tinky Winky fell in love with oh no, Tinky Winky fell in love with Lala, and now Poe's upset, and now instead of like being a normal person and talking it out to someone, talking about, hey, I don't like that you're talking to this person. You please don't do this. Please stay with me. Instead, you decide to be a psycho and be like, I'm gonna kill Lala. Lala ruined my life. You suck. You suck, Lala. What's wrong with you? Yeah, like if you're referring to those animations, yeah, I used to watch those because I thought they were so funny. Like I used to watch a lot of Slinky Tubbies animations or just dumb animations for dumb things, like that one Chica animation where it was like Chica get jealous that like I don't know if my memory's correct, but it's like this animation of Chica getting jealous of why are there so many videos of like now I think about it, why in most horror media I was in, there was so much animations going around of a character getting jealous of another character and wanting revenge. What is up with that? And I also there's some weird obscure videos I used to watch on YouTube. Like there was this those videos where it like played music? Like those videos that played like music and then it just showed like random like deviant art type drawings of like different things and then it has like weird framing animations and also it's so low quality. The pictures were so low quality. Does anyone remember that or is that just me? Even though I'm like pretty young, I feel old that I'm describing this right now because I feel like that's like a really old thing that people can just think about and remember. Oh yeah, right. What was I talking about? Yeah, there was this one animation I watched of like Chica getting jealous of Mangle because like Foxy and Mangle fell in love with each other, and she was jealous. I don't remember much about the animation, but all I also remember one animation where back. Okay, so if you don't know, back in the day of Five Nights at Freddy's, people used to think that Bonnie was a girl for some reason, even though he looks nothing like a girl. But whatever. And there was this one animation of like Freddy and Bonnie dating, and then Bonnie was like, "But hold on, hold." But Bonnie was like, "Freddy, I think I'm pregnant," and then Freddy's like, "I'm gonna be a daddy," and then I'm gonna be a daddy. Oh my! I'm laughing at the stupidest things right now. I am tired. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad you remember about Bonnie getting pregnant. This clip's gonna be taken out of context someday of me saying, "Hey, I'm so glad that you remember Bonnie getting pregnant. Thank you for remembering that, dude. You're awesome." Fist bump. Eh, anyways, um, do, so do you guys know about Fortnite collaborating with the Amazing Little Circus? Now, personally, I don't play Fortnite. Fortnite isn't my kind of game, and also it annoys me. But like I like shooting games and stuff like that. But like Fortnite isn't really Fortnite isn't really my kind of game. There's a Fortnite isn't really my kind of game. But like, I think the collab is cool. Will I play Fortnite? No, because Fortnite isn't my kind of thing. So don't expect any Fortnite related stuff on my YouTube channel. But I think the collab is cool. I mean, Polly's kind of cursed because she's tall and has normal human figure, like a normal human figure. Kind of creeps me out, but whatever. It's normal. It's fine. We're good. It doesn't hurt me, so I'm not complaining much about it. But like, you're welcome for saying that Palmy's lanky human appearance is terrifying. I mean, I'm used to it now. Like, it took a while, but I'm used to it. I already was fine with Jax being the way he is because he kind of looks normal, except for like his limbs are kind of more plumped, I guess. I don't know how to word it, but I guess that's how you word it. I don't know. Hmm. Does anyone else have any more questions for me before I start yapping about something again? Or no? Sorry. I guess that's a no. Um. Okay, so if I run out of things to talk about, then I'm gonna end the live stream. But I'm trying to make sure I have something to talk about real quick. Yeah, I do have a couple things to say. Um, yeah, but Jack's face, in my opinion, is a little off. Yeah, his face is a little off, but I'm fine with it. I don't like I said, I'm not really paying attention much to it because I don't play Fortnite. I'm not a Fortnite fan. Fortnite isn't my kind of game. Games, okay. So games that I play are mostly horror games or games that involve a lot of movement, strategizing, fighting, or it's like a fast-paced game. Games like that, or platformer games, stuff like that, or VR games. Um, at some point, okay, so I can't play certain games sadly because I don't have Steam or Game Jolt. Like I really, so on my channel, I really want to play Five Nights at Fredbear's 3, which is a fan game, but I can't play it because I can get I can get Game Jolt, but my computer is a Chromebook, so it's very slow when it comes to like very high res big games. Like I couldn't even play Minecraft Education on the Chromebook. That's how slow my Chromebook is. Oh wait, people how can people go to the back rooms? It dumb. Um People get easily curious about stuff. And plus, the back rooms, whenever you look at it from first glance, yeah, it's a little bit menacing, but people don't expect like a monster in the back rooms. No one expects that. Like, you just kind of go in there, you're curious, so like, what is this? Like, where am I? Fast Bear. Oh, Fast Bear. I would love to play that. I don't know if my I don't know if my computer could handle that though. playing the original Fast Bear game or the Hello Neighbor mod of the game. I don't know if my computer can handle that. Because, like I said, my computer's a Chromebook. My computer's kind of slow. I kind of hate my computer. I want it to die, but like I need it, so I can't kill it, which is, I know, very sad. I can't murder the computer. But, like, please. Like, I hope someday I can get a computer. I want to get a computer at some point. Like, an actual computer that could work with, like, games and stuff like that. And I mostly want computer because, like, it could be easier to make things, and instead of making things on my small little phone, I could like edit and make things on here, like on the computer. Another thing that I do on my YouTube channel, if no one knows, which I feel like two of you guys would, since you guys are both subscribers, um, I make edits sometimes, or I just edit things. I'm still learning how to edit, where right now I use CapCut to edit. And in my school that I go to, they have a film class, which I'm in. I'm in the film class, and the teacher really likes me. And the teacher thinks I'm really good at like following rules and stuff and good at editing. And we're not learning on CapCut, we're actually learning on Adobe. The Adobe editing thing, we're learning on Adobe. I think that's what it's called. Or I might be getting it mixed up with something else because I know Adobe has like an animation thing. I might be getting it mixed up with someone else. But I'm pretty sure it's a version of Adobe that's like made for editing. Maybe I don't know. I might be getting it wrong. If I do, I'm sorry for that. Just take it with a grain of salt, maybe. Just don't know. What are your thoughts on the Walton Files? Okay, the Walton Files. All right, so I have watched the Walton Files. I am an analog horror guy. In my subscription, and dang it, it even says that I'm a Walton Files type of person. And not Walton Files. What? I just realized what I said. No, analog horror person. Where I originally my plan was to make analog horror videos, but like that kind of isn't happening right now. But I will at some point, maybe. The Sky Looks Back doesn't count as an analog horror thing, mostly because it's like an ARG, and it's badly made, in my opinion. I don't know. But the Walton Files, at first, whenever I first saw the Walton Files, I am so sorry that I got quiet. My mom walked in the room telling me that she's gonna get something real quick, and my little siblings are here. So if something happens, I might have to get off live early if they become too much of a handful. So yeah. Anyways, the Wand Files. Whenever I first saw the Wand Files, I just thought it was some FNAF ripoff, and I wasn't really that interested in it. But over time, I decided to be like, fine, I can't judge. I can't judge it without giving it a try, and I did, and I like the Walton Files. My favorite Walton Files episode isn't even canon. It's the pumpkin rabbit specials, like the Halloween specials. I love the Halloween specials. They're my favorite. My favorite Walton Files character is the pumpkin rabbit. I love him so much. He is so cool and menacing and terrifying. He is so tall as well, which also increases with the menacing of him. But yeah, I really think the Walton Files is neat. I don't know if the Walton Files is continuing to make episodes and stuff like that. I don't know if they're still going on. I hope they are. I don't know if they are though. but I feel like they are since recently they're selling new merch and plushies and stuff. So I feel like they are still going on. I'm also excited for that one Walton Files side series where it's like more of a like a joke series. I'm more excited for that, honestly. Hmm. Oh yeah, one time. Okay, so fun fact: I actually own a Teletubbies shirt. I own weird shirts, but one of my weird shirts is a Teletubby shirt, and I decided to go to school with it on because I thought it would be funny. High schooler, by the way. Like I thought it would be really funny to wear it, and no one judged me for it, and I'm so glad that no one did. And I felt so fly in that shirt. And while I was wearing the shirt, one of my friends started questioning, "Why aren't you terrified of the Teletubbies?" Honestly, I've never been scared of the Teletubbies. Wait, I love the Poke Rabbit, especially the. Okay, so the Return to the Poke Rabbit was the one I was referring to. That's my favorite Walton Files video ever. It's so good. I love I love the Walton Files thing. I love the Walton Files. It's so good. I don't know. If you are okay, there's another question. If you are in a hallway but Fast Bear and is level run for your life, what is your plan? Give up. I can't give up. Have you seen Fast Bear? He's it's in his name. He's fast. Like, do you really think I could survive from him? I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die from that guy. He's gonna kill me. Hmm. What? Oh yeah, right. Dang it. I'm so sorry. I forget about things sometimes, but I remember. All right. So my friend questioned me at some point whenever I was in high school wearing the Teletubby shirt. Why do you like the Teletubby so much? And then I'm like, I don't know. It's funny. It's not a huge obsession of mine. I just think they're really funny. I also learned recently that Teletubbies has their own official website and they sell merch, and the merch is bad. The merch is kind of bad. But the shirt I was wearing wasn't from their official merch store. It was actually from Amazon, and it was like $20, I believe. I don't really remember, but I bought that shirt because I thought it was really cool, and it didn't look lame. And no one questioned me for wearing the shirt because that's how radical it is. All right. Hmm. All right. Question for my two human collections. What is a game that you believe is underrated and should get more appreciation? For me, it's actually a Roblox game called Super Scuffle. Super Scuffle is like this cartoony fighting game that's created by the same creator of a Friday Night Funkin' mod, Friday Night Funkin' versus Cappy. And that mod's like pretty old, but like it's still good. It's still like a good mod. But like I feel like Super Scuffle is very underrated, but I can kind of see why because Super Scuffle um it doesn't really have that much gameplay. You just kind of run around fighting people. There isn't a story. There isn't different levels. It's just kind of like a open world fighting game. That's mostly what Super Scuffle is. But I still think it's very underrated because I think it's really creative. And for some reason, it gives me Mario or Kirby vibes. I don't know why. Do you know Bald OS? Hold up. Let me pause the music real quick. Let me look this up on my computer. Bald. Nope, I spelled it wrong. Bald OS. Oh, it's a Baldy mod. This is interesting. Yeah, this looks pretty underrated because I don't see any. Let me look it up on YouTube to see how many videos there are for Bald OS. Bald OS. So, ooh, it looks like Bald OS looks like it was like created in like 1 year ago. Some of these videos were made like 1 year ago or 11 months ago. I don't know what the video I have infinite B soda, but Baldi is ultra fast has to do with Bald OS, but whatever. Let me turn this down just in case. Oh, I've never heard of this mod before, surprisingly. I love Baldi's Basics so much because it's so stupid. It's so silly. It's goofy. I don't even know the story of Baldi's Basics. I don't even know if there is like a story because at the moment there isn't like a story for Baldi's Basics. I'm not gonna watch the entire video. I'm just gonna like check on it to see this. It takes over people's computer. Do not download it. I wasn't planning on to download it. Like I said, my computer sucks. All right, let me look. I'm gonna look at the most replay part to get a feeling of what I'm dealing with here. This does sound crazy right here, but I think I got it. I think we're chilling, yo. Oh, cool. Okay. Is that a YouTube URL? Just like go back. Okay, well that's the same thing over here. So I guess I'll pause the recording and see if it's a video. I don't know. So before I show you all that video, I wanted to let y'all experience jump scares. We're gonna share this moment together. This is gonna be a beautiful moment for. Oh, is this just him like doing the jump scare now? Right now. We just want to experience the jump scare, not go deaf. Why? Oh, there's an entire YouTube video for it. Okay. All right. So now I know what Bald OS is, and after this live, I might check it out. Seems pretty cool. Let me just put back on the lo-fi music. I don't even know if any of you heard any of that. In the start, it asks you, "Why are you here?" Yeah, I saw that. Like, why am I here? Because I can be. You can't tell me what to do, bald man. And then I slap him in the head or whatever. I don't know. But like, that's pretty cool, honestly. That's like a pretty cool thing. What music should I play? I can't play copyrighted music. I don't know who's copyright. I want to play fentanyl new music, but I don't know if. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. I don't know if it's gonna give me a straight answer. Is fentanyl copyrighted? Nope, that's not how you spell it. No. Is fentanyl music copyrighted? You didn't even give me the answer. You just gave me your Reddit thing. I don't want to look at that. Okay, so according to this Reddit post, it is not copyright free. So I'm just gonna continue putting on lo-fi music. Um, nope. Let me just put this back on. I am sorry, everyone. You know the only three people that are watching. Minecraft Java horror mods are good. Wow! I am so happy with YouTube. It just spoiled me for episode 9 of the Amazing Digital Circus, and I just looked up the Amazing Digital Circus lo-fi music. I am not safe. Why would you do that to me? Good. I agree. And also, no! That's funny. This is a 49-minute one. Let's try it. No, shut up. I don't care. Please, shut up. No, I don't care about the ads. Shut up. No. Thank you. All right. We are back with the music. I don't know if anyone can hear any of this, but music is playing, and it's been playing the entire time, except whenever I looked up Bald OS. Anyways, what were we talking about before? Okay, so Bald OS does look underrated. It looks pretty spooky. Is there like lore to it? Maybe there is. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is lore. I could kind of hear the music. Yeah, I'm not turning up the music so loud because I don't want people to like not hear me, even though I speak so loudly. No, let's keep it quiet. There we go. Um, Let me think. What else could I bring up? I don't want to get off of live right now. There's a lot of underrated things, honestly. Like a lot. It's crazy to me how much underrated things are. At some point, if I ever do another live, which I definitely will be, I want to try and make an art stream where I'm able to like people can actually watch me drawing while I talk because it's kind of boring for some people that I'm just kind of here in the darkness with Poe with a cigarette just talking. Like I think that kind of sucks, and I feel like it could be kind of boring for some people. Hold up, someone asked me a question. Well, do your friends have OCs? And if so, what are your favorite ones? That, yes. A lot of my friends have OCs, but my favorite, that has to be hard. It has to be hard, honestly. Um, I don't really have a favorite OC, but I know like a lot of my friends have like their own original characters. They write stories and stuff, and then sometimes I even help them with stuff. Like I'm trying to become a voice actor. I want to do a lot of things when I get older. Like I want to draw for like a living and edit, and also make my own like shows and movies and stuff, which might not happen, which is okay. Um, Very much okay. Like I don't really care. Like at the moment, I don't want popularity. I like that my channel's small. I mean, I want like some people to acknowledge my channel, but it's fine. I don't really care. Thank you for believing in me. And Like, I don't know. Another thing I want to do is become a voice actor at some point. I think being a voice actor will be really fun. And plus, I already have done voice acting. Like, I actually was in, like, I'm in a drama club, and I'm in, like, I've been in two plays. One play was, like, a Lorax play, and another play was, like, a play about King Henry VIII. And it was very rare for, like, most of the male participants to try to get into the play because like there was only like two male roles in the play, and both of them were both King Henry VIII, but one of them was like a younger King Henry, and the other was older. And both of them are both the main characters of the play, and I was somehow chosen as the main character, specifically the older version of King Henry VIII, because of like how I look and how I sound and how I acted. Because I looked older. I looked older than other people in that drama club. King Henry VIII. Can I get a bottle of water? Yeah, while we were in the play, while we were doing it, we had to like the teacher wanted to try to get us to try and do a British accent, but we all sucked at doing a British accent. But I still got chosen as the main role for the play. For the second play I was in was a Lorax themed play. It was a Lorax themed play, and it was really fun but very stressful to be in that play. Both plays were very stressful to be in. For the King Henry VIII play I was in, it was stressful because it was stressful because I had to be all angry and stuff, and while doing that, it was kind of affecting. It was kind of affecting my mental health a little bit and how I thought and stuff, and it scared me, and I was starting to be more aggressive. And that's when I learned don't take a role too seriously, or you can kind of change based off the role. And that actually happened a lot whenever I was in that play. But for the second play I was in, the Lorax play, I learned not to do that because my acting, like the characters I had to be in, were more positive. You know, because it's Dr. Seuss. Like, I had to play as two characters. I had to play as one of the main characters, you know, the kid that tries to get the seed from the Onceler. And the second character I had to play as was a baby bear. And so I was wearing like a basic like red and black shirt, like it was striped and stuff, and I was wearing like black pants and stuff, etc. But it was, and then for the bear, I had to like change in a onesie. I had to like change in a onesie and everything. And it was so hard because like there were like other plays going on after our play. Like, oh, it was hard. Because like it was so dark and there were like extra things. I kept on bumping into everything, and then I fell behind stage, and then there was a thud. And then I still was quietly putting on my bear onesie, and then I had to crawl on stage secretly to get to my place. It sucked. Like so bad. You should send me a Poe costume. But like I'm not giving you like different like inboxes and stuff. I don't really have one. That I hope at some point during Halloween. I don't know if it's gonna be this Halloween because I don't know what I want to be for this Halloween because like October is like far away. It's like so far, but whatever. I want to see if I could dress up as something random, like maybe Poe from Teletubbies. If I could convince my entire family to do it. That would be really funny. But I know my family isn't gonna be like that, especially my little siblings. Um, I remember one Halloween, my little brother dressed up as Sonic.exe, and then I dressed up as like Chucky from Child's Play. You know, like the Chucky franchise. You know, like that killer good guy doll guy. I dressed up as him, and yeah. Ooh! I just thought of something. All right, so one time, me and my best friend went to a convention together, and we got to meet the voice actor for Kane, Alex Hirsch. I think that's his. Yeah, that is his name, right? Right? Here's me bragging. Oh, I met the guy. I met the guy. Nope, wait, that's not him. Alex Hirsch is the creator of Gravity Falls. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. I know him. Yeah, yeah. I just got the last name wrong. That's it. It's Rockcon, I think. Alex Rockcon. That's how you pronounce his name. I'm a huge fan of him, mostly because Kane is one of my favorite characters in the Amazing Zone Circus. I can't believe I got two Alexes mixed up. I feel like I should be killed for that or be punished in some way, shape, or form. Because I have failed him. He's gonna hate me now. Anyways, yeah. He voices Kane in the Amazing Digital Circus, and he's very talented. And me and my friend both got autographs from him. But the thing is that we were so scared of talking to him. Like, we were so scared. Oh, yeah, my emergency? Yeah. Hi. My emergency is that, like, I died. Like, I'm having a heart attack. I'm being awkward around the person I'm being awkward about a voice actor I love. Help me! Please! Anyways, yeah, we met him. We got our autographs. He also offered. He's really sweet. He's like really nice. Like he even offered to get photos of us, but we couldn't get a photo because my phone was dead, and we were not in costumes. We wanted to dress up, but we couldn't, which sucks. It sucks that we couldn't dress up. Like it sucked so hard. And at some point, I want to go back to the convention, and this time, my family also wants to come, and we all want to dress up, and we're gonna try and do that next year since the convention I went to is long gone, like it's done. But and the thing is that I hope he's back there. He might not be, but I hope he is, or some other voice actor I know, or just someone I know. Because also the creators of Amphibia and Owl House were there. So I want to get so many autographs from these people that I look up to, but I couldn't because we didn't have enough money. And also, like my best friend's like uncle and aunt took us mostly because the aunt was like a fan of someone that was a voice actor of Wolverine from like an old cartoon, and he was there. Sonic the Hedgehog's voice actor was also there, which was really cool, specifically like the video game voice actor. But like that's mostly it. Like I knew these people, but I couldn't get their autographs because me and my friend were given like cash. And the thing is that The thing is that whenever tabs, what do you mean by tabs? Are you getting tabbed or something, or am I getting tabbed? I'm so confused. What? Like, I'm still gonna talk just in case. Good game. Tabs? Tabs. Oh, totally accurate battle simulator. That's weird. I'm so dumb. You're talking about totally accurate battle simulator. I love that game. That game's so funny. I was so confused what you're talking about. You just randomly said tabs, and then I'm like, tabs, what are you on about? And then like, all right, all right, yeah, that is a good game. Totally accurate battle simulator. Oh, that's so good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but I hope we go back to that convention at some point because I want to try and make up for my humiliating mistakes. Oh yeah, and also since we only had cash, we couldn't even buy anything. We had to get like his uncle and aunt to like buy stuff for us because like everything only accepted card. Like in the entrance, I was given money to get in, but they only accepted card. Oh, we were hungry there. They had like a food thing. Oh, we needed card. You expect me and my friend to have a card? You said that this convention is for all ages, which I kind of doubt because like you're selling body pillows and stuff. Like, what do you mean all ages and other stuff? But like, yeah, it's still a really fun convention, and my family's all planning to go at some point. Again, there is another ad. God damn it! You got to be kidding me. That wasn't fair for them. Yeah, that wasn't. I felt bad for them. I felt like I was being a burden the entire trip. We also had to sit on the ground and eat. The chicken strips were so good though. Like it sucked. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna mute my mic. I have to use the bathroom really bad. Be right back. It'll be quick. All right, I'm back. Took a little tinkle. I'm back now. Don't worry. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. 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 So for the person that said they want to see reaction videos, do you have any specific thing you want me to react to on my channel that you want? Invincible? Oh, that show. I think you're talking about that show. Uh, I could try to react to that. I don't know if I can. Mostly because, like, no, no. Hmm. I don't really know what else to talk about. It good for kids. No. Wait, Invincible? I feel like we're both thinking about a totally different show. You're lying to me. There is no way Invincible, you know, the bloody, gruesome superhero show. Right, I'm thinking about that, right? Yeah. That show. I knew it. You, you're lying to me. There is no way Invincible is good for children. You liar. You devious little thing. You little scallywag. You mother trucker. Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Hmm. I don't really know what to talk about anymore. I mean, I have nothing to really talk about anymore. Alright, so before I end the live, does anyone have. Well, not anyone, since there's only like two people here. Two people here. Does any of you have any questions for me before I end the live? Or no? I don't know. Alright. So I think I will end the live here. I will definitely be making another live. Maybe I'll make another live of just me yapping again. Hopefully. But this time I want to try and see if I could somehow get it like on my computer so you can watch me draw or just do whatever on my computer while I talk about stuff. Or just watch me work and stuff. Like I would love to do a live like that. And thank you for everyone that stayed or watched the live, or just people that decided to check out the live in general. Thank you, everyone. I feel touched for that. But before I leave, I want to try and talk about some videos you should be expecting coming out at some point. These videos will obviously take a while because I am one person, and those videos are me talking about Five Nights at Frederick's 3 at some point. Like I said in my Slenny Tubbies video, if any of you watched that. Um, Another video I'm working on is a reanimated video. It's a video of me reanimating specifically that one creepy crusty crab pizza SpongeBob animation thing. You know, like the like why are there bones on my pizza? I don't know. That one. Yeah, that anime. I'm gonna reanimate that to be a 2D animation and rewrite the script and stuff. I'm gonna do stuff like that. I think it'll be really fun and cool, and I think it'll test my animation skills. You should also be expecting some. Ignore the yelling. You you should also be expecting some the amazing digital circus content pretty soon. Hopefully, especially on my posts. Which, if I don't have a video that is new out, you can definitely check out my posts to see what I'm doing or what I'm working on or just fun little things or just me talking randomly. And I already talked about some other projects I'm working on. I'm also working on my joke videos. I have like two joke videos I'm working on. I don't want to spoil what they are yet. I want to wait for the right time. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it of what else I have to say. So now I'm going to actually end the live, but I hope you all enjoyed me just talking. I felt like this was kind of pretty boring, but I'm glad if you did enjoy it. Thank you for enjoying it. Um, Also, this video will be obviously up for you to watch that isn't live, and you can just watch it anytime you like. Obviously, I don't know why I'm telling any of you this. So, I'm gonna continue living my life, and now, plus my little brother screaming because he's playing like a VR game or something. I don't know. But I hope you all enjoyed the live, and I will make a more lives soon at some point if I could figure out how to do it on the computer. So, thank you again for people that decide to watch the live. Jeez Louise, I almost fell. Like I said, thank you again for people that watch the live, stayed, or just decide to check it out. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, honestly. And I hope all of you have a good day or night. So this is No Probs signing off. Finally. Okay. Bye.